Chapter 1. Puppies for Sale. Once a farmer painted an advertisement for puppies to sell and was fixing it on the edge of his yard. As he was hitting last nail for board to be fixed on its place, he felt a tug on his overalls. When he looked behind, he saw a little kid. He asked, "What do you want, kid?" Kid replied, "I want to buy a puppy." Farmer replied, "Well, kid, these pup are quite expensive as they came from very good breed of dog." Little boy dropped his head, but after a moment, reaching deep down into his pants pocket, he pulled some coins from his pocket and held it up to the farmer and said, "Sir, I have got only 50 cents. Would that be enough for a puppy?" Farmer smiled and said, "Yes." Then farmer whistled and called out his dog. Dog came came its 4 puppies running behind it out of doghouse. Boy was delighted to see them. Boy noticed that behind 4 puppies there was little one who was slowly coming out of that dog house, and in awkward manner that little puppy was trying to catch up with other. Boy pointed toward that puppy and said, "I want that one." Farmer replied, "Kid, you don't want that. He will not be able to play or run with you like other puppies." Listening to this, Kid took a step back from the fence and began rolling up, one leg of his trousers revealing a steel brace which was attached with specially made shoes which Kid was wearing, and said, "Sir, I don't run too well myself, and that puppy will need someone who understands." Moral: every one of us have our own weakness, but if we're willing to accept it instead of opposing, then we can make advantage. Chapter 2. Advice from Old People. Once in old times, young king of country thought that old people are unnecessary and burden to country, as they are weak and unable to do any productive work. All his courtiers consisted of young people, and they agreed with him. Soon king passed an order that all people above 60 must be killed, as they have already lived their lifetime, so all the old people of the country were killed. In the country lived a young man who had great respect and love for his father, and he didn't want him to get killed. So before soldier came, he hid his father into a cellar. After some years, a terrible drought overtook. A country and people had to suffer from troubles and sickness. Famine was so severe that even stores of food grains were fully exhausted, and not a single grain of seed was left to sow in land. Everyone in the country looked worried, but no one could think of anything to better country situation. Young man who hid his father used to go his father for advice whenever anything troubled him. So even this time he went to his father and told him about situation. Old man thought for a while and said, "Don't worry. Take your plow and plow up the path in front of our house and then rake it over." Young man did same. After rain came sprouts of wheat started to come out of that plowed area. Young man was surprised to see that even without sowing any seed, sprouts came out. Everyone around him noticed sprouted ground. King came to know about it and called young man to his court to know about his secret. Young man hesitated and then told King that his father advised him to do so. King was shocked to know that, as according to rule, all old men were to be killed in country. King called old man to his court as he wanted to ask secret for this. Old man came and told him, "Your Majesty, wheat sprouted there because I knew from my experience that people used to carry crop on that way, and some seed must have dropped on the ground on their way. I was quite sure that some seed may be lying underneath, and if plow we can get some sprouts, and same happened." Listening to this, King realized his mistake and understood that how much an old person's experience matter, and their wise advice can help young to overcome difficult situation. After this incident, the people of that country did not kill their old people. They loved and respected them. They treated them as a valuable treasure for the nation. Moral: old people are storehouse of knowledge, and their wisdom and experience helps us to come over crisis and difficulties. We must respect and love them. Give them feeling that we look forward to them for their advice and guidance in life. Make them feel wanted, respect, loved and cared for. We should keep your elders well and earn their blessing in life.